So I was a bit bored this morning and I did a free open university course on game design. So now I'm an expert and everyone has to listen to me. I'm going to use this newfound power to remind everyone that Five Nights at Freddy's used to be good because, recently it's been going a bit downhill. Today I'm going to tell you why Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is proper wicked. The game starts in this office. It really needs some tidying up. You got cobwebs everywhere, someone's used cup in the corner over there. Yeah, really need to sort this place out. And then some bloke on the phone tells you things are a bit quirky at night, but he really tries his best to avoid the fact that you are in mortal peril at the moment. The idea is you've got to survive until the end of your shift at 6 AM, keeping these ugly things as far away from you as possible. You do this by monitoring them on the cameras and shutting the doors if they get too close. Oh, and just a little fun twist for you. The whole building runs on 2 AA batteries, which, they'll probably last about 2 or 3 minutes, give or take, but you have to make them last a full 6 hours. And if you fail, you die. But hey, glass half full, you get $120 at the end of the week. That's about 98 quid. Yep, sounds like a great place to work. The gameplay loop of checking cameras and closing doors is deceptively simple though. Let's analyse it a bit further. Each character has its own individual AI that you have to account for. Chica and Bonnie approach from the left and right side respectively, and you have to check the lights and shut the door if they're outside. Foxy hides in this curtain over here, and you have to check it constantly to see if he's still there, and if he's not, you gotta be quick in closing that left door. Freddy comes from the right side just like Chica, but he's a little bit different. He hides in the cameras on his way to you. I mean, look at him over there, thinking he's slick. I can see you, bitch. Another thing is, he doesn't actually come to the door like Chica. Instead, he hides around the corner here, and he sneaks in if you pull up the camera. So this means you have to keep closing the right door when you want to check Foxy on the cameras, or keep the camera looking at this corner and, I don't know, hope Foxy fell asleep or something. And while all of this is happening, you have to keep track of your power. Every single action drains it. Closing doors, checking lights, opening the cameras, everything, alright? So you've got to use it as sparingly as possible, otherwise the lights go out and you're not going to last much longer after that. And now we know how the game works, let's discuss why it works so well. The game uses your lack of vision and knowledge of what's going on around you to put you on edge. You don't always know exactly where everyone is because they're always moving, and your only view outside this room are your staticky cameras that you can barely see through. And you can't really trust your ears either. Not every audio cue is helpful. Sure, the pots and pans tell you Chica's in the kitchen, and Freddy's laugh tells you he's on the move, but Foxy's little dum 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 and the music in the other rooms mean absolutely nothing. They are simply there just to fuck with you. This means you are desperate for any information and you have to be constantly searching for it, whether that be by looking through the cameras or listening to the audio. But just this action of searching for information, whether that be by camera or audio, forces the player to focus in on what's going on, which makes them a lot more immersed in the game, and by extension, they're going to be a lot more vulnerable to being frightened. Let me show you. These cameras suck, they're horrible. It is mega dark and there is static everywhere. Sometimes it's very difficult to see the characters. Can you see anything right here? If you look really close, and that is exactly what Scott wants you to do. He wants you to focus on the cameras, because when you're focused on something else, you are primed for a jump scare. I've always thought the power off sequences were really cool as well. So once you run out of power, the lights go off and you have absolutely no defense. You can only look left and right. And then Freddy sings his little creepy jingle for a bit, and the building goes pitch black. The room is dead silent. This is great, because you know you're screwed. You know there's a jump scare coming, but the suspense of waiting for it, plus the hope of maybe making it to 6 AM just about scraping out a win, it just makes that jump scare so effective when it hits, especially when it's your first time. I love that part. Also, I'd like to just add on here, if you didn't know, Scott Cawthon got the idea for this game because people said his 3D models looked creepy. And the fact that he just rolled with it and went full uncanny valley effect with these character designs is so cool. Anyway, right, that just about wraps up my little homework assignment here, my little essay on this 8-year-old game. Hope you liked it. I've got a few more videos in the pipeline and I'm hoping they'll come out soon. Oh, and also subscribe. All the YouTube tips videos tell me I have to have a call of action. So there we go, that checks that off the list. And that is about it. In conclusion, it's a good game. I like it.